Okay, so I just left about 5 minutes ago. Maybe 10 minutes ago or so. Haven't gone too far. I was able to see the next tent site, which was much better. I'm sure it was probably full or whatever, and last night I couldn't. I just didn't have enough time. I had to sit up in the dark with my headlamp on. And it's been kind of like this, a lot of snow. It would be good to put some micro spikes on because right now in the morning it's still a little slippery because it's icy. You know, hasn't got the slush in yet, so I just got to be very careful. I don't think that I'm going to be passing too many snow patches that are in slopes or anything like that. I hope. And if it does, you know, I see something like that, I'll put them on. They're good to have. So yeah, but right now I'm guessing I was at 187.5, so I'm probably about 187.9 or something like that. And it's been descending and going up a little bit. I'm hoping that it'll start descending pretty soon. I did fill up my bottles of water. I have all of them filled up except for the Vecto is not. So I have basically 3 3 3/4, and yeah, that's pretty much it for a long mile. So I'm gonna need to not necessarily ration the water, but I need to be careful how I use it, especially once I start getting down. It's gonna be kind of hot. Oh well, she texted me, and she's somewhere under all those clouds. She said, I think it's gonna rain because there's so many clouds. Here I am above those clouds. Clear sky. That's really beautiful down there. That cloud cover just kind of continues and then it ends. That's already the Coachella Valley, and I'm not really sure what those mountains are over there. Here is I would say the north side of the San Jacinto Wilderness. That mountain right there is probably Mount Foley, and over there further maybe San Jacinto Peak. I'm not really sure, but I know the main ones that you can see from the west are on the left side is Foley, and then the highest one is San Jacinto Peak, and then Jean Peak, and then Marion Mountain Peak. Then it goes down to Saddle Junction, it climbs back up to Takis Peak, and then it goes through all those other ones that were brutal coming up here. Yeah, well, that's really nice. I'm still not at that area that it's supposed to start winding down, but I'm already little by little going down. It does go down, it does switch back up a little bit, and it comes back up. Let's see. Okay, here's one of those places where you know, it gets hot and then it gets cold, and it gets hot and then it's cold. Depending, I think a lot of it is when the wind hits. But yeah, beautiful out here. Very nice. Okay. It's icy because it's morning. So yeah, microspikes should be on, but I'm trying to get the areas that are more flat and preferably have something on them, but these don't. So I might go sliding down. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Morning, icy, microspikes. But you know, if I would have fallen down, I would have just fallen down there. I don't think I would have fallen down there. I couldn't have gone very far, so. But still, you can get hurt in a short little period. I was not talking, but I was commenting with Trevor Laher's dad, Doug Laher, in a video that I made about when you've gone too far and then you realize you can't turn back. And I called out the event horizon, and he asked me if he could use that in his talks. I said, yeah, definitely. Well, this is a place where I need to be super careful to know if I'm going to be going down the event horizon. There's a lot of snow. And I'm going to first find out right now if this is in fact the trail. And if it is, which I think it is, I suspect it's going to have a lot of snow, so I'm going to put my microspikes on. Because then there is all that. Okay, so because of all that, right there, and it may not be that long, but that's okay. All it takes is just one short little guy. That's why I have the microspikes on. Alright, see that little area right there? Right here. That looks like ice. That's because it is ice. And I just stepped on there, even with my microspikes. And I slipped. I wouldn't have gone far, but I would have fallen down. Could have hurt myself. And I ended up somehow jumping onto this rock here. So I think, you know, this kind of stuff here is nice. But that stuff over there that's ice is so not nice. Okay, so that area right here, it's all ice. So I need to just be very careful. If I do slip and fall going that way, I'll not be going very far, I don't think. So I'm going to put my phone away. Now, this one thing that I forgot to do. This is my trekking poles. I do a lot of desert hiking because I live in Southern California. And I took out the baskets. It's not a good idea when you're out here in the snow because it just goes right through. So I'm going to put my phone away because a lot of that is icy and doesn't have too much dirt on it. Dirt does give traction, but even though I have microspikes, it doesn't mean that it's going to be okay. This is what I'm talking about. And here I am on my knee because the trekking pole just went straight through. Okay. See that on there? Snow bridge. So I need to make sure that the solid people have been coming around there. Figure out this out. Yeah, so earlier I said, hey, I picked a good time of the year to come because there was no snow in that. But that was the southwest part of this Fuller Ridge. This part here, which is the north facing, yeah, I would have liked to have my ice axe. But hopefully I won't need it. Anyway, continue on. Can't really okay, so it looks like, here we go. Looks like Fuller Ridge finally gave me a break off the ridge, and I mean, it's probably still more, there is more snow stuff, but it was just on the ridge. The way some of you guys saw some of it, there was some parts where I actually had to cut my own steps in there. I didn't, you know, I just by reading stuff from, for example, there's a gentleman, his name is Ned Tibbetts, who is pretty much an expert in the snow and outdoors, and I follow him, and on his Facebook page and also on PCT 2021 he puts a lot of instructional things, and yeah, I've taken a lot of his advice, some of the advice from Walkabout, who left the trail already, and it's probably in Washington now, Seattle area, oh no, Tacoma. And anyway, and just by learning trial and error. So hopefully I don't get any more of that ridge stuff. But if I do, I do. Okay, great. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Yes, I still have my micro spikes just in case. You never know. You see this over here? Here's a snow patch. You know, if you're on the PCT and you want to get from point A to point B as soon as you can, good for you. But if you want to enjoy it, play around, go slow, take a look at things. Look at this. I could practice right here. Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you what I'll do. Here's what I was doing when I was like, there's the ridge way down there, and then I had to go way down. I was going like this, like I was getting my foot and going like this until it made a foot like that. See that? So now I can step here, and then like there was a ridge that went way down, and then I went here, little steps, and I stepped in there until I felt it was firm. See how that is? I'll do one over here. You know, this is just a good of the way I was doing it. There was one area where I had to poke because it was so hard and slippery, and then make it. But you see how I made those steps? That's how I did it over there, and that's why it took me so dang long. Anyway, spikes are still on. I don't know what I'm gonna encounter. Oh well, we shall see. Oh, look what we got here. Steps of cement and steps of snow. Nice. Okay, carrying on. I don't know if you can see the I-10, but it's way down there. I'm gonna try to get down there today, but I don't know. One thing that I do know, I don't want to get stuck looking for a tent site. If I have to stay at the campsite at the end of Fuller Ridge, then I'll do that. But apart from that, if there's tent sites and going down, I'll try to find one there if I don't make it all the way down. But I really would like to make it all the way down. But this snow is just taking me forever. Yep, all kinds of cool stuff you got to contend with. Huh. Wow, this opens up really big. Let me see. Fuller Ridge Trail, PCT northbound that way. Southbound that way. What does this say? This says just a PCT. Yep, and just a little bit past that little camp spot that I was at. It comes to this, and I believe this is Black Mountain Road. It has a nice little dirt road, and I believe this is the Pacific Crest Trail over here, which it is. It's trail there, and I hope there's no more snow back. I can already see some. Oh my gosh. David O'Sullivan, PCT class of 2017. From Ireland. Oh my gosh. This is the kind of thing that you just feel bad. You know? I mean, I'm a solo hiker, and there's been times when I needed to, needed some assistance, like going over those big logs or that rock pile, that rock slide. I don't know if this gentleman was alone, or if he needed help. I mean, if somebody needs help, I would not even think twice, not even blink an eye. I mean, out here, people say, "Oh yeah, this is like a paved road," whatever. It is not. the PCT can be very difficult and it can be hard, and people have lost the trail several times, especially in the snow, and they found it again, of course. But yeah, if anybody needs help, they really don't hesitate to ask for help. And I, for one, if somebody needs help, I'll be more than glad to help them in the way I can. Because, you know, this, yeah. Anyway, I hope they find him someday. I don't know what happened. It's already been 4 years now. My goodness. So there's the I-10. You can see the, I believe, was a Morongo Casino, and I don't know what else is over there, but you see all the cloud cover there. I'm just about, right now I've dropped quite a bit. I'm at 7,300. I was up at over 8 a little bit ago. So I'm dropping pretty quick, and I like so far the way this drops. It's not that steep drop that I gotta constantly put on the brakes and slow down. I can just kind of walk at a good pace. So we're like at 6,900 feet now, and the manzanitas are back. Yeah, I love these things. They're so beautiful. The red bark, smooth. They're just so cool. I love them. Since I was a little kid, I used to love those things. Manzanitas. Manzanita in Spanish means little apple. Okay, which way does the PCT go? That way, I see it. Looks like over there. Alley. Okay. Well, at least you can see those those air turbines now, those generators. But it's still 14 miles before the I-10. I'm at mile 194, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. I'll see. Okay. Well, I haven't been videoing very much because I need to move. So I'm down to about 4,000 feet in elevation, and the trail just kind of goes down. And it somehow ends up down there. You can see the wind farms and the I-10 over there. There's Mount San Jacinto. Well, more of it over there, and anyway, yeah, I still have some miles to do. So, okay. Now, I'm not sure which one is the accurate one. There was one a little bit ago. I thought I had 200, and now this one says 200, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm finally getting off the mountain. A little while ago I was just kind of running down the mountain whenever I could. The wind was so strong, it was just very, very hard. There's a pipe right here, and I think this is the faucet that they're talking about, but if it is, I don't really need any water. I have some water. Nope. Yep, that descent was very harsh. Actually, today was kind of a harsh day. Everything went over at full ridge with the snow, icy patches, and then this descent, it just torture on the knees and the ankles, and I wanted to get out of it before, out of the mountain before it became dark. Because I didn't want to use my headlamp in ridges, especially when it was blowing really hard. All right, so I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to probably put my headlamp on pretty soon, so I'll see how I'm gonna wrap it up. Next stop is, I think it's a road walk over to I-10, which is not really that far. Okay. A little more here. I think I see the faucet. I don't know if it's allowed to drink straight out of the faucet, or if you're supposed to filter. Because if you can drink right out of it, oh my gosh, I'll drink the whole thing. I'll run the whole bottle dry. If it looks like a faucet, I'll drink out of it. If it doesn't look like a faucet, I won't. Let's see. Looks like a drinking fountain. Let's see. Non-potable water. The water supply is provided courtesy of Desert Water Agency. The water as you would any other water collected on the Pacific Crest Trail. Man, I don't want to filter right now. Too tired. Alright, but thank you guys anyway. Hey, somebody just left there. Microspikes. Oh boy. Here's the road. That's the sound of the train. Just above me.